Welcome to the digital marketing webinar. So today in this webinar, I'm going to go over all the different ways you can go about acquiring leads and building your business through online marketing. So a little bit about myself. I'm Dylan Byers. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Kuba Marketing Solutions. Obviously on this slide, you can see some various ways to get in contact with me. Basically what my company is we are an international digital marketing agency, and we help small businesses, medium businesses, even larger businesses. No matter what their goal is, we help them get there through scaling their current sales funnels. And I'll get into a little bit more about what sales funnels are later in the webinar, and potentially making more of them for them, but scaling them, getting more people into them to grow their business to the size and the goals they want to achieve. So, my biggest thing is you need 4 or more sales funnels. So, a sales funnel is literally any way your business gets sales. So, people come into your store, people calling you from your website. That's the primary, or buying from your website. Those are the two primary ways that companies today have funnels. But they're missing out on some of the biggest potential ways of getting sales, getting leads. And what that is it's actually through social media. So if you have, there's 3 big ways. So one of the biggest ways is running digital advertisements on social media. And once this is the biggest key to beginning to create more sales funnels. And after this, you can do 3 things. You can use these ads to grow your following, to then create a community on social media where you can promote your products there. You can create ads that go straight to your website, and on your website, obviously, you can have a way to get the client, get the sale, get the lead, or you can create the most effective way, which is a custom sales funnel. Because websites are great, but the problem is they're not very obvious. People, when they're online, their brain is in a state where they are not capable of making complex decisions, or they often want to put things off till later. So but the problem with that is with digital marketing, it's the only type of marketing that you can literally show someone a piece of information and have them act on it immediately. If you're seeing an ad while driving along the highway, you're going to forget about it. There's no way that you're going to get many conversions from the people who see that advertisement. Not to mention, it's going to be the completely wrong demographic. But the great thing about digital marketing is you can have people act right away. But if you don't give them an obvious pathway to finishing that sale and an easy, quick pathway, they're not going to do it. So one of the best ways is to actually make a page separate from your website that is a dedicated sales funnel. And I'll show you an example one of those later on in the webinar. And it's actually the same way I got you to get onto this webinar. So it obviously works. It's the easiest, most it's the cheapest way, and it's also the most effective way of getting sales. So it's a no-brainer. So if we add up all the funnels, we have people walking into your store right away or going to your website right away. People ordering online, reserving online. Those are the 2 main ones that all businesses have. But then you should also have digital ads that go to your website, digital ads that go to your funnels, and growing that online community. Because not only can you sell through the online community, but if you can add a sense of exclusivity, not only will you be able to retain your current group of clients, buyers, people who actually buy your products or services, but you'll also be able to potentially make them feel more like they're part of a bigger thing, which will allow you to sell even more down the line. So I'm going to go a bit into that later. One of my favorite quotes that I always tell people is the more funnels you have, the less you need. It's kind of like an investment. If you don't want to put all your cards, all your money in one thing. You want to have a large variety of ways you acquire clients. That way, if for some reason, let's say 1 month, there's construction outside of your store, for example. If you let's say your business is a physical store and there's a construction on the street on your store, you're gonna lose walk-ins. And obviously, this is not just a way to protect your business. This is a way to actually grow your business as much as you want. And I'm going to show you how later in the webinar, how through digital marketing, you can scale your business as much as you like. However, this is an obvious thing. If you have more sales funnels, more ways of getting that sale done, you have less worry. So as I mentioned a bit earlier, social media, digital marketing is the first type of marketing that you can actually turn someone into a buyer immediately. And it's free. First of all, well, obviously the ad campaign isn't free, but anyone can have a social media page. And nowadays, it's 80% of people use social media to social proof a business before making a buying decision. So if you don't have a reputable social media account that people can look at, can go through, can see that you have a community, see that you have engagements, you're losing a lot of clients there already. So not only, in my personal opinion, the social media following, and it's been proven by all the clients we've had over time, the social media following isn't the most crucial thing at first. The most important thing is creating digital sales funnels, whether that's being towards sending people to your website, sending people to your sales funnel, and getting an easy way of closing that online lead. So depending on the industry you're in, let's say you're selling something like an actual physical product. You just send them to your website. You send them to the product that the ad is promoting, and then that's easy. But let's say you're selling a service. You either want a way to sell that service where they can physically purchase that service online, or make it obvious the number they have to call to make an appointment, learn more about the service, or etc., etc. That is the most crucial part. But in doing that process, because your ads are linked to a social account, your social media account is also going to grow. So that will also help your business in the long term. And it could even get to the point where you could get so many clients just from making a post on social media that that's all you need, which is great. Depends on your industry, depends how big you want to scale your business. But again, that social proofing is huge, and people aren't realizing that the internet, the social media game, it's still young. People think we're at the max right now. That is unbelievably wrong. We have yet to hit the point where the inflation just goes crazy. So small businesses have to jump on this now before it is like too hard to, because even some of the biggest companies in the world have yet to take advantage of this. But once they do, it's going to be so hard for small businesses to actually fully take advantage of it. So everyone has to start acting now. So the beauty about digital marketing is, one of my least favorite things about digital marketing agencies that I always tell my team to not be like is a lot of digital marketing agencies don't understand that it's still about the people. It's not just business to business. It's not just business to consumer. It's always dealing with people. So a lot of digital online agencies nowadays, they look at everything as just numbers, which honestly is completely fine. But if you add that personal touch of that good social media page, that's going to make a big difference. If you find ways to make people feel more inclusive, like they're in part of an exclusive group for buying your product, your service, your anything, that is where it is at. However, digital marketing is all about making the maximum amount of return for your paid advertisement campaign. So it's a skill. So my company, we pride ourselves in getting the cost per click of our ads to a very small minimum. So let's say we spend, make it simple, $1 a day on ads, the bare minimum on Facebook and Instagram. And let's say for each dollar we spend, 5 cents gets us a click to go to a sales funnel, a page, doesn't matter. Most people, whenever they run ads on Facebook and Instagram, it would cost them about $1 to $5 to get a click. And this is because they have all of Facebook and Instagram, and any online digital ad has to be fully optimized. So the beauty about digital marketing is that you can literally target the perfect person to buy your product. And we find this perfect person by going through demographics. So tracking groups of people who search certain things, who like certain things, who behave a certain way online. And once you can fully master this process, you can get your cost per click super low. So let's say we get our cost per click to a couple of cents per click, and then the average way it works out is, let's say we're selling a toy that costs $10, and we work out that we spend $3 on ads, gets us one sale of that $10 toy. So if our market is big enough, and usually for most industries, this is just an example, but we could scale that toy as theoretically as much as we like. So if $3 equals $3 of ad spend equals $10 for that product, then $6 of ad spend equals $20 in sales of that product. So you can scale it as much as you want. But the hard part is getting the ad spend to be less than the product or the profits. And that is the key to online digital marketing. Once you crack that code, you can scale your business as much as you like. If you need more clients, you need more sales, you just spend a bit more money on ads, and you can scale it as much as you like. So a bit more about digital marketing. So traditional marketing is broken. In universities today, basically all the marketing industry is going to go through a huge change that most marketing professionals have yet to realize. So the biggest issue is that people still think running ads on radio, TV, billboards are effective. And honestly, they are effective, but they're not worth it anymore because of how powerful digital marketing is. So whenever you see an ad on TV, an ad on radio, billboard, anything like that, they are placing it to the best of their ability to have people of a certain demographic who are most likely to buy their product, because obviously you don't want to advertise a new car to an 8-year-old. But the problem is they can't do it perfectly. Whereas in digital marketing, we can target the perfect individual. Let's say I'm doing digital marketing let's say I'm doing digital marketing for a real estate agent. We can literally target people who have been searching online, looking for realtors, looking to buy new homes, searching real estate agent companies on Google, people of a certain age, people who make a certain amount of money per year. We can get really, really deep into the perfect demographic. Whereas let's say some car dealership, runs an ad on the radio. The amount of people who are going to hear that radio ad who are not interested in buying a car at the moment is unbelievably low. Not to mention, people tend to, second they hear an ad on the radio, they switch the channel. So even if they're a potential buyer, the likelihood of them actually hearing it is slim. Plus the chance of them actually hearing the ad and then eventually making that sale or going to the actual dealership is so low, because they have to physically, mentally remember to do so. Whereas with digital marketing, they can do it immediately, and it's the perfect person, and it is so much cheaper than the traditional ways. So it just means that we're in a place right now where not many businesses have learned to fully take advantage of this new amazing ability of generating sales, and those who act now are going to be so much better off for the future, because once you master it, you are set. Sales solves everything. A little bit more about the Instagram, or the social media following. So obviously there's many social media platforms. Right now, I'd say the most powerful is probably Instagram and Facebook. So once you have those sales funnels in place, once you have that digital advertisement campaign mastered, the next biggest thing is that Instagram account. Now, it's important to have that community of exclusivity, because you want your clients, your buyers, or whatever they are called to you, you want them to feel as though they are part of something greater than just giving you money, just paying you for your services, your products. You want them to feel special, because not only will this allow you to bring them back as future buyers of your service or product, but it will also improve that crucial thing that so many businesses forget today in such an online world, and that is that feeling of a relationship to your customer. That relationship is so powerful, and so many businesses nowadays completely forget about it. Whenever you have a relationship with a customer, that is when they come back again and again and again and again. One of the biggest things I recommend to people, to business owners, whenever they run their social media pages, is that they give offers to the people who follow them, or they give offers to the loyal email lists they create. Giving offers, giving special deals to people who have been proven to come back time and time again. Why wouldn't they keep coming back? You're giving them an amazing service, part of an exclusive group. They're having a great time with the deals. It's just an awesome scenario for not only you, the business owner, but also the customer. So one of the biggest things is get ahead while it's still easy. So as I said before, most businesses, small, medium, large, they've yet to realize that this is the future platform of marketing. If you don't, like, as it becomes more known that it is expensive to, once it is more known that this is the best way to scale a business, no matter your industry, no matter what you're doing, as more and more people do it, the price will go up. However, if you get on it now, once you have it mastered, your formula for getting clients can't change. So if you get ahead now while it is still easy, while it is still new, you'll be set while all the other companies are trying to play, or other business owners in your industry are trying to play catch up. So if you get ahead now, you'll be set for years upon years upon years as digital marketing, as the online world becomes more and more crucial, where all your competitors will be trying to follow you and struggling quite hard to catch up, since you already have a winning formula in play. So here's just an example to get a little bit more into digital marketing and how it works. So the goal is to have an ad spend is the amount of dollars you spend per day on marketing on your social media platforms. So you want to have ad spend that results in you creating more sales than the ad spend. So let's just say, for this sake, you're selling a service and your service has no fees for you. So let's just say your sales are $60. You're making straight up $50 in profit. So once you have a marketing campaign system that results in, at least I'd say, depending on the product service you're selling, once you have one that is double the amount of ad spend you have per day, or again, if you're selling a more high ticket product or service, obviously it can be less. But once you're making a good chunk of profit off each ad spend, then you can scale it as much as you like. So this is just an example, because once you have a $50 profit spending $10 a day, $100 profit is going to be happening whenever you're spending $20 a day, and you can scale that to as much capacity as you can handle, or as much sales as you like. And that's the beauty of online marketing. Now that everything is so trackable, you can track everything to a T, not only the people you're targeting, but also your online profits. You can scale it like no other marketing campaign outside of the digital marketing realm has ever been capable of doing so. And this is why this is so huge, and businesses have to get on this now. So as of the end of 2017, there are approximately 2.5 billion social media users. So obviously, if you're selling like a service in a city, for example, that's okay. Especially in like a major city, everyone has social media. You can target so many people in a city that require your service, your product, that even in such a small niche, the return, the amount of people you can get, the amount of people you can help, the amount of people you can serve will bring you so many more clients, so many more sales, that it is just simple. And that is because of how many social media users there are now. So that's just why such a cheap digital marketing campaign can bring in so many more sales. So the basic formula is you begin by creating an ad. So you go on Facebook Business Manager and you create an ad for your business page on Facebook. And once you master targeting the perfect demographic, you can then bring them to your various sales funnels. And obviously this depends on your industry. If you're just selling a product and you're selling multiple products and they're relatively cheap, you don't want a sales funnel. You just want your website. You send them to your website. You make an ad for each individual product that you think will sell the best, or the ones you're most interested in selling, and you send them to your website on a page where that exact product shows up. If you're, for example, a realtor, a chiropractor, a service, in often services or high ticket products, you want a sales funnel, because people don't like making major buying decisions online without it being simple, trustworthy, and just an overall nice, easy experience. And that's where sales funnels really helps build that relationship that normally you can't build online. So once you have the formula out with the ads, once you target that perfect person, you can then scale accordingly, like I said before. And it's so awesome the results it can bring. So here's just a quick example of a marketing campaign for a clothing company. Like, whenever you make a marketing campaign, this is an example of an ad on Instagram. Sorry. It's a sponsored because it's an advertisement. But whenever you click shop now, it would take you to the website of that clothing product. And because it's such a cheap product, like a clothing item, there's a whole bunch. Usually clothing lines have like tens, 20, hundreds of clothing items. So you're better off sending them to a website, because a sales funnel just does not make sense. You want to give people choice. You want to give people options. You want to take them to directly the place that product is, for example, and then they can easily buy it. So once you target people who have shown interest in clothing similar to that various line, that designer, that demographic, then you just send them to your website and make a crap ton of sales. It's not complicated at all. Here's an example of a sales funnel. So this would be one for a realtor. So this is the first page of a sales funnel. And whenever you create sales funnels, you're going to have multiple pages, multiple steps. So for example, in this webinar, we got you to sign up, and then we also got you to watch the webinar. For this one, you're going to offer them, like for a realtor, we usually wouldn't offer a video. One things for a lot of sales funnels and industries, I always recommend a short video isn't bad, just going over why you think you are the best or why you know you're the best. Never say you think you're the best, always say you know you're the best. Give a brief explanation why. And then always give them after that an option to get in contact with you. Always give an option to get in contact with you. However, in this case, it is an option to send, offering you a free list of potential homes you might be interested in, which is awesome. Free stuff is a great way to get people to click on things. But always give them an option to get in contact with you or buy your product immediately. Because that way, let's say they don't buy the product immediately, you can still theoretically get them on later with an email list, emailing them, getting in contact with them whenever they give you your information. But make sure you give them a free downloadable and a little brief information regarding your services. And then after that, they'll be able to go through the different steps of your sales funnel. That this is a online sales funnel, for example, like I mentioned before. And that's one of the best ways to close service clients or big ticket item clients. So I'm going to go over some of my business's solutions to help you guys get to the next level. So obviously, if you're interested in doing this yourself, I more than recommend you learn how. However, me and my team have a combined probably like tens of thousands of hours working on digital marketing campaigns. So if you're looking to take advantage of this new revolutionary way of online marketing quickly and efficiently and want to make sure it's done the right way, I'm just going to give you a brief example of how it all works. So we offer 4 major packages, and obviously depending on what you're trying to do, it will depend on which package you are most interested in. My personal recommendation is always go for the Elite Growth Package. You get all of our best services through that. All you're missing out on is the 4K video ad and the social media growth strategy. But when you're just starting out, all you really need is the first 4 or 5 items there. You can begin with one of the cheaper ones, just to see how it goes, maybe work your way up later. But the best value is definitely the Elite Growth Package. And in this webinar, I'm going to give you all up to 50% off on the various packages. So I've attached a downloadable and also a quick little information regarding going more in depth about all the packages and the discounts you will get. and how we can help bring your business more sales. So I hope you take a quick look at that. Again, if you ever have any questions about how you can scale your own digital marketing campaign, I'd be more than welcome to help you guys out, as I love helping businesses get to the next level. Or if you want to learn more about our services, our deals, or how we can help scale your business, contact me with any of these information that I just gave you, or click the link down below whenever this video is done. And I look forward to hopefully helping get your business to the next level. And as always, thank you for your time, and I hope to get in contact with you guys.